go into this video.
Welcome to the St. Lawrence County Industrial Development Agency meeting of December 18th, 2024. Call to order. Roll call, please.
Okay, Mr. Blevins.
Here.
Mr. Hall.
Here.
Mr. LaBath.
Here.
Mr. McMahon.
Here.
Mr. Morrill.
Here.
Mr. Reagan.
Here.
Mr. Staples. Yep.
Okay, public notice was sent out December 10th, 2024. Any public comment? Hearing none, I will accept a motion to approve the minutes of October 31st, 2024.
Don't forget.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion of the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The minutes are approved. Financial report for September and October 2024.
You want to make
Do you have
a,
a finance?
yes, do you want to get a motion to get it on the floor?
I do.
Second.
So you
Okay.
have 2 months worth of financials, fairly straightforward. Some project fee revenue came in each month. And then we had your most significant expenses were ARPA program expense and then just general ongoing operational expenses.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the financial report, say aye.
Aye.
We did have previous to this meeting, a meeting of the governance committee. Mr. Hall, Mr. LaBath, and myself. In that meeting, we went over the conflict of interest policy, procurement policy, investment policy. And in those three policies, the only change was in the procurement policy, and we raised the limits in light of recent inflation. We also went over the harassment prevention policy, and thanks to Mr. Hall, we found some changes in the wording of it, but they were minor. We recommend that you approve that policy as changed. And we went over the assessment of effectiveness of internal controls, and we included some language for the sweep service investments, which are new with LPL. Would anyone like to discuss the changes we recommended?
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the total report of the grievance committee, all the resolutions that we passed as one motion.
Governance committee.
Second.
Harkening back to your glory days. Governance committee.
Yeah.
Did somebody make them?
He made a motion, I seconded.
All right.
Very good.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of accepting them as adjusted, say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it, and the committee report is accepted. Patrick, do you have a staff report for us?
I do. Just to let you know, the SBA, as you came in today, you might have seen the SBA disaster relief sign outside and by the road. The SBA has 2 representatives here. They've been here since December 3rd. Today is their last day. They'll be here until 4 o'clock. They're answering questions and trying to help people with applications for SBA loans relating to the Tropical Storm Debbie event, August 8th to the 10th. So we've been working, trying to get some impacted businesses, and there's been some residents in as well. We've been promoting that they're here.
Have you had many people through?
They've had, I don't know what a good throughput number is for them, but I mean, it's been probably a dozen or so, maybe more than that in terms, we've had some phone inquiries as well. So I think it's a good resource to have them here.
Where did they come from?
They're dispatched by the SBA. One of them is from Maine, one of them is from Texas.
Thank you. Thank you.
We did a series of joint site visits last week with Empire State Development Regional Director Steve Hunt. We went to Alcoa, Potsdam Specialty Paper, Corning, North American Forest Group. We did visits to the 100 Patterson Street building in Ogdensburg and the Air Products site. We had a quick visit with Messina Electric Department. just give you a highlight, we're dealing with a number of different restore and DRI projects, either providing some technical help or some interim funding. The Messina School of Business, which we have a resolution for today, Messina Arts and Theater, the Shine Theater, in downtown Messina, Bent Beam Brewing right here in downtown Canton, and the former Hackett's facility in Ogdensburg are all different projects that we're working on in various stages of planning and implementation. We are the primary applicant or project developer for the School of Business. The others were either playing some kind of supporting role or bridge financing role. We attended a number of trade shows in Montreal and Toronto in November, end of the year activities. We attended a business and university mixer event with the County Chamber of Commerce, November 21st at SUNY Potsdam. That was highlighting the college connections to local businesses, their handshake, job sharing app, and other career services. Again, trying to work with workforce and the resources to help our local employers. The BOCES, we did 2 BOCES business connection events since we last met.
You got a quorum if I go to the bathroom?
We do.
It's okay.
November 6th
You gotta go.
at Northwest Tech,
Sure, sure.
December 12th at Southwest Tech, and there's one upcoming February 4th at
Thank you.
Southwest Tech. SUNY Canton has a similar event in March, just putting this stuff on your radar. The St. Lawrence County Center for Entrepreneurial Leadership starts their class for this year here on January 9th. As a reminder, this is a peer-based, mentor-driven program that empowers participants to operate their small businesses more efficiently, more effectively. We have 9 people signed up for this year's class.
How big can the class be?
The ideal number is probably 8 to 12, so nine's okay.
Okay.
Mark Hall has been reappointed by the County Board of Legislators.
Unanimously.
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 Congratulations.
Yeah.
Patrick,
So-
the mixer, how many people were there? How many, when I put job lookers were there and how many businesses?
They weren't necessarily job seekers. It was more highlighting the resources that businesses can utilize at the colleges to find job seekers. Or anything to add?
Now, they offered handshake workshops so that employers could see how you can reach out and engage with the student population and whatnot. So
And there were probably people.
there were 56 people in attendance. So,
56.
yep.
Lori attended and Bob attended for us.
I'm surprised that there were that many. What were you guys expecting?
That was a good number.
Yeah, the events like that tend to be in the 25 to 75 range, and we've had as high as 100 at some of the things that we've done. So it's pretty good turnout.
Thanks.
That is it for me right now.
All right, thank you. Under old business, we have none. Under new business, our meeting schedule, the governance committee recommended that we keep the same meeting schedule that we have, which is the 4th Tuesday of each month, beginning at 1 p.m. The first 5 resolutions on there, Patrick, I believe we covered in the governance.
The first 4 you did.
The first 4, thought we did effectiveness of controls.
I'm sorry, the first 5. Correct.
Correct. Okay, thank you. So that would bring us.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
just
sir.
to note that, 4th Tuesday, I appreciate us committing to a schedule, and will only note that I cannot be there for the February meeting, but carry on without me.
We appreciate that, and actually, it came up that we would need to be flexible during the course of the year. There may be times like your February where more than a couple of us can't make it, and we want to reschedule that meeting, but this will give us at least
appreciation party in February.
a spot on the dartboard to shoot for.
Right.
Good.
Thank you. We have a resolution authorizing the allocation through the St. Lawrence County American Rescue Plan Act, commonly known as ARPA,
It was part of the government.
the Economic Development and Tourism Funding Program. I would entertain a motion to bring that to the floor.
So move.
My recommendation would be that we move to executive session to talk about the financial and credit history of particular corporations or individuals.
Okay, does anybody else agree with that?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. We are now in executive